I mean, I do love Rihanna, but I'm here to be honest. What's up guys, welcome back. So today we are reviewing the new Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. I have mine right here. They shade matched me in Sephora and I came to be 310. This does look super light in the tube, but I'm honestly trying to match my neck, not my face. I was also in the sun yesterday, so I did get a slight tan. So hopefully that's not too much of a problem. I'll just have to make sure I blend it down my neck. We will be trying it out and hopefully testing it out for the longevity of the foundation, considering I am an oily skin girl. Rihanna's previous foundation that she initially launched was perfect for me. So I have high hopes for this. Even though it's hydrating, I still like a little glow on my face. So we'll definitely get to see all of that. Before we apply the foundation, as usual, I am going to read a little bit about it. So this is a hydrating long wear foundation that delivers a comfortable medium to full coverage and a natural finish. And it says that it's perfect for normal to dry skin tones, but it also says skin types it's good for is normal, dry, and combination skin. I do have a little bit of combination, but that's more so towards the colder months. Normally during the summer, it's just oils over here. So I do want to put this foundation to the test, even though I do have oily skin. So we'll see how well it holds up for me throughout the day. It does have grapeseed oil in it, and this product is cruelty free. So this tube is the same amount of product that you get in here you get in the original Pro Filter foundation. It has a little pump, which is awesome. And it's just a squeezy tube, which is the only difference. The other one was glass, but I feel like this one is definitely more travel friendly. So yeah, we will definitely be trying this out. I am gonna prep and prime my face. I already moisturized and all of that. Now I'm gonna prime. I'm gonna use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm also gonna use the Benefit Professionals for my pores. And because it is more of a hydrating foundation, I do wanna make sure that I'm definitely getting into those pores. So the first one I'm going to apply is the Hydro Grip from Milk Makeup, and I'm just going to put it all over. We will be setting one side with a brush and one side with the Fenty sponge. You guys have, if you've seen my previous video, not the last one that I did, but the one before that, I did use the Fenty sponge in that video for a concealer, and it just didn't work out for me. But I do want to try her sponge with her products because I'm assuming it should work. So we'll definitely see how that goes. If not, I'll just switch over to my beauty blender. So as you guys can see, it definitely created a very tacky base, and that'll be good because the foundation will stick better or adhere better to my skin. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the Professionals right in this area, because this is where all my pores are and I just want to blur those. So I think I'm going to start with my brush first. I am using the Pro Foundation brush number 47 from Sephora. I just love this brush. So I'm going to use that to apply to my right side and then the sponge to the left. So I also have this little palette thing that I'm going to pump the foundation onto instead of the back of my hand. So I think I'll do 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to grab my brush, dip into the product, and then start placing it from the inner part of my face to the outer. This foundation also does oxidize just like the original foundation that she has, and I know that because they did, again, shade match me. So them shade matching me, they actually put the foundation on my face, and I did notice that it did oxidize. So it looks a little light right now, but believe me, it's already starting to come together. And my forehead is just darker than the rest of my face for some reason. Looks crazy right now, but I feel like it feels very lightweight, that's for sure. It's definitely medium coverage. I don't know if this is my shade, you guys. I mean, when the lady tested it in Sephora and then I came outside into natural lighting, it didn't look that bad. But then again, she really didn't put that much on my face. But I don't think this is my shade. And I'm really not loving that. But we're just going to keep going and see if we can make it look like something. So on this side, I am going to use the Fenty sponge to apply. I do have some left on the pan, so I'm just going to use that. And just work that into my skin. It's definitely providing lighter coverage. The thing about picking your shade for this foundation, it's the same exact shades as the original. So if you have the original foundation, all you have to do is just get the same number that you previously had. But the reason why I didn't is because the one I have, which was 340, was a little bit too dark for me. Like, because it oxidizes and it looks even darker than when I initially apply it. So I wanted to like try and get my exact match. As you guys can see, it doesn't seem like that went very well. So I finished my brows and kind of let this oxidize. Now I'm going to just go in with the Tarte Shape Tape. The only reason why I'm not using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer is because this is in 350 and this is darker than the foundation itself. So can't use that. This concealer is in Tan Sand, and it's definitely brighter than this foundation, so that's good. So just sticking to what I know, I'm using the Beauty Blender again because I really have came to the conclusion that I just don't like the Fenty sponge. I just really don't. I don't know what's going on. This is not my first time trying to use it, and I just haven't had any success, so I think I'm just going to toss that sponge because it's just not it, sis. Sorry, Rihanna, I love you to death, but the sponge just, it ain't it. Okay, so to set all of this, I am going to use two powders. I'm going to use the Milk Makeup powder just to originally set everything down. And I'm going to use my little setting brush to do that as well. And then I'm going to use the Wet n Wild translucent powder to bake underneath my eyes. Because this is a hydrating foundation, I do want to make sure that I'm really setting my face. So this is the Morphe M554. I'm just taking some of this Milk Makeup powder and just pressing that underneath my eyes just to set initially. Now I'm only going to put this powder underneath my eyes and on the bridge of my nose. It's basically my T-zone area only, and then I'll go in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay powder to set the rest of my face. So I'm going to use a clean Morphe sponge just to set under my eyes, again with the Wet n Wild powder. So I'm going to use this Tarte powder right here just to set the rest of my face. So I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just put that powder on the rest of my face. Just to make sure that everything's set down nice and matte for me. For bronzer, I am going to use the Fenty bronzer. This is the Sunstalker bronzer in Island Ting. I meant to buy the little matchsticks that she has, but I still have not bought those. I feel like I don't cream contour enough, but I do want to try them out. Just taking this everywhere. So I'm also going to use the bronzer to kind of put that in my crease. And that's really all I'm going to do for my eyes. I don't really want to do anything crazy, so I'm just going to use some bronzer just to create a little bit of definition. And I really like, you know, the same tones kind of everywhere on your face kind of look. So since we use this same bronzer to bronze up our cheeks and everything, it'll go perfectly in our crease. And just kind of, again, create a little bit of definition, give your shades a little bit of color, but not really doing like a full-on eyeshadow look or anything. I feel like it's nice and simple, easy, boom. So I'm just going to coat my lashes with a little bit of mascara, and then I'm going to put on these lashes right here. These are the Lashaholic lashes in Dreamer, and they're very dramatic, but I really love them since the eyes are really simple, the face is simple. This is mostly about the foundation and everything. So I'm just going to pop these on off camera and kind of finish off the rest of my face, and then we can come back, talk a little bit about how I'm feeling about the foundation, and then I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Okay, you guys, so I finished up my makeup. It wasn't much that I did. I just added blush. I used the Fenty highlight, and I put on my lashes, but everything else you guys pretty much see me do. This is what it looks like now. I feel like now that my face is fully made up and everything, like it looks a little bit better, and definitely matching my neck. You know, when we were first applying the foundation and everything, it did look a bit scary. However, I will have to say that I'm just going to can this sponge. This is the Fenty Beauty sponge, and I'm just not a fan. It has not worked for me, and it's soft, don't get me wrong. It's just probably too soft, and it absorbs too much of the product. So I find when I'm blending out like concealers and sometimes foundations that it gets splotchy, and I don't like that. So I won't be using that sponge. But as far as the foundation goes, I'm not crazy about it. I think I prefer the original Fenty Beauty foundation, just for many reasons. I definitely think it'll be great for those with dry or normal skin. I don't really know about combo. Combo is maybe, but definitely for those with dry skin. It is super hydrating. It feels lightweight on the skin. I really don't feel like I have tons and tons of makeup on, so that's good. We will definitely see how it wears. I'll have it on for a couple of hours. I don't know how long I'll have it on for, but I will definitely come back and check in with you guys. We'll see what the oils and all of that is looking like. But if I had to choose between the original Pro Filter foundation and the new hydrating one, I would definitely choose the Pro Filter. I would probably use the hydrating primer and then the original Pro Filter foundation like that. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, you guys, so it is now 4:19. So it's been about 6 hours that I've had this makeup on. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 6 hours. Okay, guys, I have a lot to say. First and foremost, I want to say that this foundation is not a terrible foundation. However, if you have oily skin, I do not suggest this foundation for the summertime. It is super hot outside right now, and I didn't even think I was going to be outside. I wasn't even outside that long, but I feel so full of sweat. I just want to take this makeup off, but my oils are definitely peeking through, especially around my nose area right in here. Not too much on my forehead. For the most part, it's all centered right here. I feel like this foundation is really, really beautiful, but I think that I would better prefer this foundation more in the colder months, just because it does provide that hydration to your face, and my skin is more combo in the winter time, so I think this foundation will better suit me then versus now. It's just too hot. So I don't hate the foundation, like I said. I do like it. It's just not my favorite. I would definitely prefer the original over this one. Nonetheless, I will try it when it starts to get a little bit colder out, which I'm not rushing the cold at all. But when it does get here, I will test it out again in the colder months and see if it works better that way. That's my theory. That's what I think. Hopefully it works out. I'm pretty sure a lot of you were not thinking that I wouldn't like the foundation as much, and I'm not totally hating it. I'm not just setting it aside and saying I'm never going to use it again, but I definitely, for summer, I just don't think it's my thing. That probably is going to surprise a lot of you, but I mean, I do love Rihanna, but I'm here to be honest, and that's my true and honest opinion. I just don't think that you should use it if you have oily skin and you really, really struggle with that. This isn't what you want. So I'm gonna go take my makeup off now. I'm gonna take a nice cold shower, cool down. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did. Definitely make sure you subscribe, bell notification on, so you never miss an upload from me. I upload twice a week, every single week, every Sunday and every Wednesday. So definitely make sure you guys stay tuned. I have tons of content coming for you guys. I love you guys so, so, so much, and I'll see you all in the next video or vlog, whichever one comes first.